Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep going with the videos for you guys. Maybe not every day, but if I can keep at least 2 coming a week, I'll do my best for you guys. So yesterday, we took a day not really off. I took a day off from the camera. As you guys know, we didn't get a video up yesterday, but I took time to go through and come in and give the whole shop a good cleaning, get organized, get ready for the new year. Yeah, I mean, you can tell the floor is pretty much hammered. From when we first started, this was a beautiful showroom. I mean, you could walk in here with shoes off. Now, you can still walk in here with shoes off, but the floor is kind of yellowed. So I think looking back, I really wish I wouldn't have painted the floor, which when I say painted, I should say epoxied. I don't think any epoxy is really going to hold up, you know, maybe an industrial grade that I just didn't have access to. But I think in the summer, we were thinking about redoing the floor, a nice dark gray, but I'm thinking about almost just sanding this off and leaving it the concrete. So we'll see what happens there. A little bit of updates. As you can see in the shop, it's pretty open. I may say your name wrong, Nikolai, I believe is how you say this. I might be saying Nicola, but Nikolai, we have his beautiful 18 STI in the background. You guys saw this when we were doing our Vlogmas. And we were finishing up to get this thing ready for first start, and then you may have noticed that it went to sitting in the background. We did the first startup on this thing. It has one of our BBR Stage 4 short blocks in it. He did get the cylinder heads built at a shop local to him. So it has built cylinder heads. He brought it in with a complete long block in the car, but it was missing the intake manifold and all the wiring and everything to get the car set up. Unfortunately, when we did the first startup, there was something that had gotten dropped in the cylinder at some point, or something that's making noise and rattling in there. So we put a camera in on cylinder number 2, because when we pulled the spark plug out, you can see something had touched it, and you can definitely see marks on the piston. So that's why it's sitting in the background, guys. It needs to come back apart and see what the heck is going on and what had happened. Hopefully nothing too crazy, but we need to pull that thing back apart. The all-drive Civic, as you guys saw that video, it is back. You may notice that it's just sitting here on jack stands and apart because this had a set of brand new drag cartel drag coils on it, and it was something new that had came out, so I went ahead and bought them to try them out. That was right at the end of the season when this thing did its last race. This car being all-wheel drive, I think that those drag coils that I got from Drag Cartel are more aimed towards front-wheel drive because the rear was so stiff, so it was never allowing the car, you know, to squat and come out. It was more so front-wheel drive base. You want it to be nice and stiff in the back so it keeps the weight on the front tires to keep traction, obviously. So I went ahead and got rid of those and got an all-wheel drive true spec coilover system for the car. So that's why it's up in the air. That's still in the background waiting. I've ordered a new short block from JBR. I did one of their aluminum rod 1400 wheel rated K20 blocks. So I have been waiting for that patiently. This thing went off the Fab with its mock-up motor, and it's still just sitting here because I am waiting for that to come in. You can see that Dark Matter Coatings has our turbo cover there and our intercooler piping. They're getting that powder coated for us. So this is kind of in the background. We did finish up our EG hatch build during Vlogmas as well, and that's what I'm going to be working on today. I did drive this thing back from Ranchbuilt. I got these headers all reworked. I might try to show those to you when I get this thing on the dyno today. I did drive it back, drove perfect, but I just had a base map on the car. It has its original O2 sensor in it, but it's not allowing me to read it or something, because that's actually the O2 sensor that was on the K series. Plugs right in, but I don't think it's the correct one. So I'm gonna put a wideband in this thing today, see what we're going with air fuel. Car drove beautiful, didn't smell rich or anything like that. But I want to put the wideband in, make sure things are right with this. I need to drain the tank, so actually I will show you the header when I do that, because this still has 87 octane in it. So that was from when we had that single cam in it that originally came in this car. I was just running down 87 octane, and I never went fully through that gas because that thing ended up having head gasket issues. So need to knock that out today. Also, you guys have been following the Forester build. I'm daily driving her, boys. I'm trying to give you as much input as I can on this thing. So here she is, my daily driver, daily ripper, and she has been doing phenomenal, guys. I've done well over 10 hits on the street in this thing, and it just keeps going, no issues. Now, I'm not telling you guys, go out and do this. Go and build your stock motors. They're gonna last forever. That's not what I'm saying, guys. This is just something for fun. I gotta keep reiterating that because it seems like people come in and then they get mad, you know, saying that their factory engine blew up and this isn't a possibility. By no means I'm telling you guys to go build your stock motors. But if you have a stock motor in your car and you have parts and you wanna put it on and make some power, with acknowledging that you need to save or have another backup plan in case something fails, then go ahead, you know, enjoy your parts, enjoy your car. At the end of the day, what I tell every customer is, you guys are your own adult. You know, you can make your own decisions. I'm just here to accommodate that, and that's what our model's always been. So we've had great success with it. So that thing, like I said, she's fun. So you might be seeing the videos of that thing going up. It's definitely been ripping around. I couldn't be happier with it. So we'll see how long it lives here. I really genuinely think that it will live for a while where it's at right now. It's hitting about 26 to 28 pounds on the street. I could give it another % on the boost controller to make it hit our 30 PSI target, which made that 580 on our Mustang. But I'm happy of it. You know, where it's at right now, it's right around the 550 region, which is right around 620 wheel on a dyno jet is what we correct it to. So you couldn't be happier. You know, I'm gonna keep driving it, see what happens. We have our race with Tanner coming up, so you guys are gonna see that. It looks like he's getting close to finishing his car, and we will see if we got enough to keep him covered. So I'm gonna pull the wideband out of the Forester because that's what it was in. I'm gonna go ahead and get it thrown in here. I'm gonna put this thing on the lift. Like I said, I need to drain the tank. I'll show you guys the header, and we'll kind of get started on this thing today. I'll record a little bit today of what's going on. I did take off from customer stuff until the 3rd, so you're gonna be seeing probably mostly personal stuff go on throughout this week. And then I do have a car coming today that's kind of an emergency that I will show you guys. So let's go ahead, get that wideband thrown in here. So while this thing is draining the fuel tank, Justin showed up with another car. Let's see what we got. Justin, does that mean you got more parts for everybody? Looks like parts. This one looks like it's the fire sale.
Fire sale?
The fire sale is what we call this one. Woo! Damn. So boys, if you want some parts, I told you guys down in the description, Justin's email is down there. Here is a fresh part out car. Now I did already get the seats out of it for the Forester, so those aren't in there. But everything else is here. Full drivetrain, 08 STI. So if you want something, down below. Right, Justin?
Yeah.
So yeah, quite a few nice power mods on it, but they're a little toasty now.
A ton, but they're a little crispy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get this thing unloaded. All right, now this thing's done, pretty much draining. Just making a mess at this point. Oh, that was a bad idea. Now it's gonna go down my arm. But I'm gonna try to put this plug in here. Let me grab a towel. Or wipe myself on the towel that I have here. So that's pretty much all that was in there. Not too much, but still, at the end of the day, 87 octane. Here is that header that Ranchbuilt completely did end up reworking. They had to rebuild everything from here back, this area it looks like, and then they went ahead and had them welded to the slip joint like I told you guys. They put it in this nice flex bellow piece, that way we have a flex pipe on here, and then we just have this nice removable V-band section. I did have a rattle, and it was this heat shield, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that off right now, that way I don't have that, and I got a bunch of fuel going down my arm, so let me clean that. Oh, this is easy access at least. kind of, I guess, if it's on a lift, right? I mean, I could get to this up top, but I got it on the lift, so why not? You can see I got my other O2 over there once I get my big hand out of the way. Come on. See? Oh, geez. Another one up there. All right, tighten the seam. All right, boys, I was hoping to have more braking miles on the hatch before I put it on the dyno, but to be honest with you guys, I need to tune the scene anyways. Having those larger injectors, it definitely was rich. I got the wideband in it, and it was like in the 10s, low 10s, so I went ahead, corrected that. Got it running good now, doing some of the drivability stuff. I will show you guys, like I said, I'd really like to have a little bit more miles on it before doing pulls, but oh well, if it's gonna work, it's gonna work. It's got like 30 or 40 miles on it, so we're gonna go ahead, see how good the VTEC sounds on the Honda, because oof, I can't wait. It should sound good. My hypothesis with the parts that we use with this AEM Cold Air, the Apexi World Sport 2 catback, the Skunk 2 tuner 2 cams, this thing should sound so good, guys. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna tip into it, do a data log real quick, and we'll see how she sounds. I'd say first pull was a pretty good success on that one, and this thing sounds so good. I definitely have my work cut out for me. Got to clean up some of the fuel trims up there, but not bad for our first pull, boys. I'm gonna go with the lower number, like I told you guys, 183 and 125 torque Mustang. A little bit wonky right there, and that's definitely fueling. It went a little bit rich right there, and then came up. I revved it out pretty far. Dyno shows like 8,300. On there I think I saw 85, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the log, see what we got there. But guys, this thing sounds so freaking good. I am so hyped right now on this. All right, let me look at what I got. Yeah, guys, we were pretty rich. It's like 1130. My target's 13.0 to 13.5 because this is NA. So I went ahead and leaned her out a good bit there, all the way through the whole power band. Left VTEC still, it's at 6,000 RPMs. That's usually what they say that these cams like. So let's go ahead and see what we do. Let's see if we can improve on that 183. And then if I see that it's still looking a little bit weird in the graph, then we'll start moving VTEC around and see. So let's see what we can do. Damn, guys, I am super excited for this. We are definitely getting it better. Might need the shift VTEC a little bit earlier, but you can see it just a very little dip right there, and it was still making power out the back, but we had a good increase there. 187 and 125. Boys, that is a good increase for NA to pick up, what, 4 horsepower, 5 horsepower? So now I'm gonna review it, see how our fueling looked. Looks like it was still on the rich side there, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at that. And then it comes down to moving VTEC. I'm gonna try to move it down maybe to like 5,700 and see if she'll take it. So let's see what happens here. Let me go ahead and lean this out a little bit and see what it was and just clean up the whole map. But guys, I am so excited for this. I hope you guys enjoy this. I know some don't, but man, I'm like kid fresh out of high school, just trying to hit VTEC. Looks like our fueling was pretty damn close up top. When I had the map, because it kind of freezes on Hondata software, the newer software, if you guys know. So I had changed it, and it was at 5,700. So I bumped it up to 6,000. I think that'll clean up the graph, because that's where I know it should be. So we're gonna do that. That was revved out to 8,500, and it was still making power. I'm gonna rev it all the way out to 9,000 RPM right now. Oh, nerve-wracking. We just put this thing together, so let's go ahead and see what happens here, guys. I'm excited. Can we touch 190? Not the higher corrected number, which would be 200. But let's see. Guys, I am so beyond happy right now with this thing. I can't even tell you. I'm probably the happiest person ever to have 200 wheel. Which, guys, that was 194 and 127. If you take the other number there, the corrected, the weather right now, it's 206 and 134. But dude, 194, guys, on Mustang. That Mustang number, pump gas. I was gonna run this thing on E85, but I just said fuck it and put pump 92 in it today, and God, I can't be any happier, guys. I need to look at the log. I noticed it was still rich when I went in. It did like that 6K for the VTEC. It hit so hard. I need to clean this up right there, and I believe that's still the fueling there where it's a little bit rich, and then up top she was just riding out. Damn, I am so happy right now. All right, guys, I cleaned it up a bit more. Let's go ahead and see, can we make any more power? I mean, I'm happy no matter what, but let's go ahead and see what happens. So on that pole, guys, we picked up one more horsepower, so 195, 128 torque. Smooth that out a bit right there, but this is fueling right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look. Maybe even, I don't think I need to push VTEC out that far where it has that dip there. Maybe on this one I'll try and push it out further, but I am so beyond happy of this, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little ripper for you guys to listen to this thing, because it brings back so many memories, so many good memories. Letting the Fozzie warm up. That's it. That's gonna wrap up the night, guys. I'm gonna call it there. Take it out as you want. I am so damn excited and happy for this EG hatch build. I cannot wait for the weather to get better. And I'm sorry, I'm walking between the shops. Remember that waddle I was telling you earlier? That's what's going on right now, because it is Iceville. But now that you can see me here, so happy with how this thing turned out, guys. Low stress car. Be able to enjoy it, just go cruise the scene. I am so happy with how this turned out, and I hope that the guys that are into Hondas really do enjoy this car as much as I do, because this thing, like I said, childhood dream car, guys. Obviously my Black SI is that, but this is just on a much less stressful range. All motor, just go out and rip on it and enjoy it, and I am so happy with the power it made. So that's gonna wrap it up, guys. You're not gonna wanna miss the next video. That is right. We're working on it, and it is going to be a fun time. So all my Subaru guys, I know you don't really like the Honda content, so we got something fun coming for you. So be sure on the lookout. We'll see how quick we can start putting these videos out, but we're already working on it. I'm excited. I can't wait to show you guys. So have a good night, guys. I will see you in the next video.
Living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the ground, pedal the fast lane. Life, though you lemons, you just put them in Coronas. Coronas, Coronas. I've been working, I need that advance with the bonus. The bonus, the bonus. Ain't no thoughts about tomorrow, I'm just living in the moment. The moment, the moment. Full tank of gas and 200 on the dash, bitch, I'm zoning. I'm zoning, I'm zoning. Fast lane. Living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. Life up in the fast lane, fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground. Living